Hi, my name is Beth, and it says I've read online that Neda is doing for Eating Disorder Awareness Week. You can send in a video about your experience with your eating disorder. So I'm reading off the screen. The questions to answer. It says, what eating disorder do you have? I've had anorexia since I was 15, and I'm 47 years old now. Also bulimia, kind of all mixed in together. I don't engage in the bulimia stuff anymore, and I do completely still have the mind. Well, not completely, but for the most part, I do have the mindset of anorexia and restriction, even though I'm at a relatively low normal weight, I guess. Asks about the consequences, and as far as that, the first thing that comes to mind is I had to lower my expectations for myself, or I felt that I did, as far as what I would do for a living. It took up so much of my time and energy, like almost all of it, it seemed, and so I had to be very careful about what I would commit myself to. Chances are I wouldn't be able to follow through because Ed wanted my attention, and I was just how it is. It affected my relationships, of course. I was married for quite a long time, and my husband, we couldn't keep certain foods in the house. It was very unfair to him and very stressful for my whole family, and a lot of just withdrawing from people. When I was in Ed, it came first. No interruptions. What started I don't know I'm not sure. I was a little bit overweight as a child, very self-conscious, really felt like my body was just not right. And I don't think about causes a lot because it doesn't matter anymore. I can say, okay, I was bullied, whatever. Dude raped me, and, I didn't have for the rape, no eating disorder, after the rape, it's like, so what? It doesn't matter. I really don't. I do not care about causes, or the genesis. What do I want people to know? Well, I guess I should have read this first. It's not. It's not about being naughty or just being... Sometimes it's really hard. It's a very hard thing to understand if you don't have it. I think if you know somebody that's got eating disorder, just listen. Take a step back. Just listen. If you have to set a boundary, set a boundary. They don't get to take your food, steal it, whatever. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you have a sickness. And don't push. Pushing doesn't work. At least with me, it didn't work. I guess that's all the questions. So, other consequences, there's the obvious ones: my teeth, my digestive system, my esophagus. I would say probably my brain. A long time ago, a nurse told me, if you starve yourself, you're starving your brain, and that will come back. Not now, but in a few years, or 10 years, or 20 years, or I have to write everything down. I don't remember stuff. It's hard for me to learn new things. No question that that nurse was right. But when he told me that, I was 18 years old, and I thought, whatever. So, thank you for listening.